Let's talk a bit about goal setting and how we can have SMART goals. So, SMART goals, it's an acronym and it stands for the goals being specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So, what does that mean? Well, if they're specific, you have a clear goal. And clear goals are the ones that are going to motivate you to complete them, right? So, here's how we can decide whether or not that goal is clear. Think about it this way. What do you want to achieve? Why is achieving that important to you? How will you need to do it? And then who needs to be involved in order for you to achieve that goal? Once you've figured that out, then you can look and see if it's measurable. Because if a goal can't be measured, you can't see the progress. So you don't know if you've achieved the goal. So where change is needed, we need to be able to evaluate success. So the question you need to ask yourself then is, how do I know if I've achieved my goal? Then it needs to be achievable. We can all have a goal of winning the lottery, but is that really an achievable goal if we look at the odds? Probably not. Still keeping my fingers crossed though. So if you can't achieve it, the goal isn't going to serve you well. And that means that you should not only avoid a goal like that, those ones that are impossible, like winning the lottery or, flying like a bird, not in an airplane. But you need to avoid goals that are going to end up being out of your control. It's great for you to make a goal to qualify for a particular position in a company, but we're not all going to be CEOs, right? And our achievable goals also need to be realistic. So you want to set a goal that's not so low everyone can achieve it, but you also want to avoid a goal that's so high it's just not able to be achieved. And the goal needs to be relevant. So, think of a goal that matches and is in line with your other goals. You might want to get in better shape. We all do. I know I do. So, is that goal achievable for me? Yeah. Is that goal relevant? Yeah, it's relevant to me being healthy. So that's something that you want to think about when you're trying to record your goals. And then is it time bound? So goals need a deadline because it holds us to that goal, right? If it's open ended, we're just never going to achieve it. Let's be honest with ourselves. But we don't want to push ourselves too hard and give ourselves an unachievable deadline. So achieving goals sometimes it's not just about the action or, not letting, time do all the work for us. We need to be active in working towards our goals. And there might be some goals that are just going to be too broad, saying, I want a better job in 5 years. Okay, well, what might constitute one person's better job might not be the better job that you're thinking of. So you need to be able to really hone in on those goals so that way they're measurable, they're specific, they're achievable, they're relevant, and then they're time bound. Ultimately, you want those goals to be smart. And you also need to think about whether or not now is the time to have that goal. I know that one of my goals is I really want to go on and get my PhD. But right now, that wouldn't be a time bound goal. It's a goal that I could have in the future. It's just not time bound to right now with everything I've got going on. So I need to look at myself and say, what's an achievable goal that I can have? And one of those achievable goals that I was able to hit and it was able to meet my time was to get my master's, which is along the step and it is relevant to one day going on and getting my doctorate. So you can see, goals can be a stepping stone to another goal. Goal one can be the stepping stone to goal two. But they also need to be able to work together both simultaneously and on their own. So think of that this week when you're putting your assessment together. Have a great week, everyone.